Hi there and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Raluca. I'm so excited for today's video because I am going to test out this beauty right here. It's the Norvina Volume 5 palette. I got it as a present from my colleagues at Sephora when I left the company. Like, they are the nicest. So today we're going to swatch and do a look with this lovely palette right here. But before we get started, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. I upload makeup content every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Okay, so let's look at the inside a little bit. I haven't touched it. It's just magical. I felt so bad just to think of touching this perfection here. I'm going to show you how it looks brand new. I haven't touched it yet. It has a 25 shades, yeah, and it has a huge mirror in here. You can see my ring light. Yeah, the mirror is really nice. The shadows are amazing. They're mainly lilac, purple toned. You have some neutrals here as well, but you do have a large variety of purples. The price for this palette is $60, so it's quite pricey, but it's a huge palette. The pans are pretty big, and we're going to see what the quality is all about. So I just feel bad. I don't want to swatch it, but I have to. Let's start swatching. Getting my hands ready for the swatches. First we have, like, it's basic, it's a white shade. Oh, it feels so soft. Oh my god, this is a really pigmented white. I haven't expected that. Next we have a gold shimmer here. You can see my nose from the side. Not a lovely view, I'm sorry. Let's see this one. Oh my god, it shifts. It's like, it looks like a gold, but when you look at it from the side, it's pretty much a rose gold. Like, it has pink shifts. Next we have a purple shimmer. Oh, this has, like, again, it has some kind of like a blue and gold sparkles. If you look close to it, it's really special. It looks absolutely stunning. I mean, it's so basic, but I love this shade so much by looking at it in the pan. Let's see how it swatches. It looks like a really neutral brown, not like a warm tone or cool tone either. It looks really neutral. No, it leans more, now that I swatch it, it leans more cool tone, so it looks like a pinkish nude, kind of. Really gorgeous shade. Let's see the next one, which to me looks pretty similar but a little bit darker. Yeah, it's like that cool toned brown, purplish tinted brown. I'm getting more into cool tones lately. I really love them, like cool tone neutrals. Next we have this white gold shimmer situation. Look at that. So sparkly, and it has kind of like a green tint, like a goldish green reflection. Really gorgeous. Next we have the shade B2. These are numbered. It's like a matte lilac shade. You can tell I'm excited about this palette. I feel like this is Norvina in a shade. So gorgeous. Then we have a slightly, like, more cool toned purple, almost bluish purple. Gosh, they're so pretty. Thank you girls for this palette, it's so gorgeous. I know they're watching. Okay, next we have this almost matte, but I mean, the base is matte, but it has some glitters. Yeah, so almost matte, but it has like glittery gold and pink glittery particles. Okay, next we have this dark brown shimmer here. This swatch so well. Oh my god, this is beautiful. So it's like a pinkish toned brown. Next we have something that looks like a blue, almost blue shimmer. Again, I feel like this has some reflexes, like duochrome situation. Yeah, it's purple, definitely purple. Again, more cool toned. Okay, then we have C2, which is again a whitish, almost silvery, I think. Yeah, it's silvery shimmer. I have difficulties because every shade is so beautiful and I don't know which shades I want to use in today's look. I want to use them all. Okay, next we have again quite a matte shade but with a little bit of glitter in it. Oh my god, this is so vibrant. Look how vibrant that is. It's almost like a true purple. Okay, I'll continue the swatches on my other hand because I don't want to wipe this off just yet. So you can see like all the shades together. Next shade is again goldish, rose gold maybe. Let's see. Oh, definitely rose gold. Oh, it's just so awkward swatching with my left hand. Oh, it has kind of like a peachy color in it. Next, I think this is the darkest shade of the palette. Again, like a cool toned brown. I'm sorry, like I'm holding the palette like so awkwardly. Oh my god, it's so pigmented. Like it looks so dark yet so rich in pigment. And next we have like a copper shade. But again, in the palette, I feel like they look a little bit different than what they do on the skin. Yeah, kind of coppery. Beautiful shade for fall. I feel like everyone is waiting for me to swatch this. This glittery madness here. Oh my god, this is like a New Year's Eve shade. You see that it has kind of like a sticky base, so you can definitely apply it without like a glitter base. But I feel like it would be a little bit better if you would apply like a glitter base for it. I'm just going to tap some more. It's just... it has everything in it. I hope you can see it on camera. Almost holographic. Next we have, I think this is actually the darkest shade of the palette. It looks almost black, but it has like a purple shift. But no, like the first one is so much richer, like darker, maybe because it's a matte. So this one kind of like reflects light because it has that purple and like gold glittery particles in it. Next we have another purple. Ooh. This is kind of similar to this one above it, but I can definitely spot the difference. Like this is a little bit warmer, like leans more red, let's say, than this one. Okay, then we have again, it has some kind of a glittery, like fine glitters in it, but it's mostly matte. I'm curious because I never tried the Norvina palette, but I do have the Soft Glam from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm curious if like the formula is similar or it's something different. By swatching, it feels quite different from the Soft Glam palette, but the pigment is like at the same level. On the last row, we start with this gorgeous shimmer right here, because it's actually more pink than I thought. Because in the palette it looks a little bit peachier. Soft pink shimmer shade. I feel like this would be gorgeous on brides. And then we have another pinkish, cool toned situation here. I don't know how should I call this kind of a shade. It's like a more neutral purple, if that makes sense. You can see it here. Next we have another glittery shade. Wait. Did you see this? Oh my god, it's so reflective and beautiful. This is my favorite shade of the palette. Probably. Like it's so beautiful, and it hasn't caught my eye when I was looking at it in the palette, but on my skin it looks amazing. Okay, last two shades. We have this brown. It's like a medium brown, kind of mustardy looking, beautiful shade, gorgeous for everyday looks. And last but not least, we have again this very rich dark matte shade. I want to see how it's different from this one. It's a little bit more reddish maybe, and it's definitely a little bit lighter. This is way darker. These are all the swatches. You can see every shade. Probably would be better to show you like this. Let me know which one is your favorite. I think this one caught my eye the most, but I definitely love each and every shade of this. I feel like I will be reaching for all of these shades in the future, of course, because I can't possibly use this all, you know, one look. I mean, I could. I probably should do like a challenge or something, but not today. Okay, I wiped everything off, but it is time to apply it on the eyes. But first I need a base. I'm going to apply my Makeup Revolution Concealer Define Concealer as a base. You know that I usually go for eyeshadow primers, but I'm not going anywhere these days. Before, when I was doing my makeup, I was going to work. Now I don't work. I mean, I don't like have a job to go to. Anyways, I'm carving my brow and then like blending. Concealer is nice as a base if you don't have like really oily eyelids or huge folds in your eye where your eyeshadow usually creases. I do have that because I have deep set eyes, and here I do get creases throughout the day if I just use concealer and not like an actual eyeshadow base. I think I want to go for a cut crease today, go in full creative mode. I'm going to start with, I think this one, this shade, the True Purple shade. I'm going to apply it with my Morphe M149 pencil brush. It's so nice having a desk in front of me, like having my mirror here and my brush is here and not like on the floor. I'm sorry, I just had a moment of gratitude. See, it has a little bit of fallout in the pen. It's similar to the Anastasia palettes, because the Anastasia palettes, like the So Glam in particular, because I don't know about the other ones, but mine does have a lot of kickback in the pen. But that's because the shadows are pretty lightly pressed, like they are not pressed, and that means that they do have a lot of pigment in them. And also these shadows are all pressed pigments. It says eyeshadows and pressed pigments, and it's also vegan and cruelty free. I'm dusting off a little bit of that excess from my brush. I'm going to apply it above my natural crease. That again, for me, it helps with creasing, because if it's above my crease, you can see I have like a huge crease. The shadow on the lid won't transfer into my crease because that's a problem for my eye shape. So I'm trying to keep my eyes relaxed and just go a little bit above. Don't worry about the lid, we'll clean it up after. The more I become like passionate about makeup, I mean I am really passionate about makeup, but the more that I get into techniques and stuff, I start to hate my eye shape. My deep set eyes, because on hooded eyes you can easily create like a cut crease, which is like a pretty creative makeup, you know, like most artists do a lot of cut creases, but that on deep set eyes just doesn't really work. And I mentioned hooded eyes because I know people like to complain about hooded eyes. They're not so bad, and there are tons of tutorials for hooded eyes. Yeah, I think that's it. That's where I want it placed. Really love the pigment. Just going to extend it a little bit more actually, so it kind of passes my brow. But by the way, Norvina herself has deep set eyes and also close set. I feel like her eye shape is pretty similar to mine. I'm not having a proud moment right now. I have the same eye shape as Norvina. I did a little bit of intensifying. Like I did intensify some stuff in my crease. I picked up this last shade of the palette on a small little brush. I have my NYX 20 brush here. Looks kind of like a lip brush. But you can use like an angle brush for this step as well. Zoomed in, nice. And I'm going to go right here, like at the bottom side of the purple. Do it make sense? Like right here. And just go all the way where I apply the purple. And then with my previous brush, I'm going over. I didn't apply any more purple on the brush. It's just whatever is left. Just going to blend with that. Then I'm going to take the shade that screams Norvina, this lilac here. See, like the kickback in the pan. It's just the way it's pressed. This one is going to go above and like kind of over it. You can see like half of it is over the previous shade and half of it is above. That helps with the blend, because here they kind of blend together. And the brush is a Morphe M506. And I think I'm going to need like an in-between shade probably, or just go over with a little bit more purple. Let me just pick this one again. I'm just going to like really dust off the excess from the brush to just go over this edge and just help blend it a little bit better. Hey, I feel like it's pretty similar to the Anastasia formula. It's really nice because I really love the Soft Glam palette, but it's nice to see kind of like the same formula but in a colorful version. Just going to bring it all the way here and blending a little bit more here. Again, I have no additional product on this brush. Okay, what I'm going to do next is take a Q-tip and dip it into a little bit of micellar water, something like that, until it's nice and soaked. And I'm going to just wipe this lid section here. Just be careful not to go too high, because you can't put the shadow back. You can wipe more if you need to, but you can't put the shadow back, so keep that in mind. I like doing that before going in with the concealer. I feel like it just makes things so much cleaner, especially when you're using this kind of really vibrant shades. And then I like following up with the clean side to get the micellar water off as well. Then I'm picking up the concealer again, the Makeup Revolution one. Just going to pick up some of that on my brush. I'll make sure to keep sharp edge here. I need a little bit more because this is almost dried out. As my lid shade, I'm actually going to use two lid shades, but the main one will be the... No, I'm actually going to start with this one, this goldish color, and that's gonna go in the inner part of my lid, here, kind of. It doesn't apply that well with the brush. Let me see if I can reach with my finger. Okay, then my next lid shade is going to be this C4 here. The brush doesn't pick it up that well either, but I'm going to need the brush to like get into this edge, and then maybe I can just switch my finger. Why don't they create like a tool that's similar to the finger, like a texture, and that just picks up shimmers? That would be a nice business idea. If anyone is listening and doing that, credit me. So I'm going all the way to my outer corner. Now I'll just pick up this shade with my finger. Yeah, it's so much better. It just makes things more reflective and metallic. And I actually want to add this glitter right in the center of the lid. I'm just going going to pick it up with my finger. I have no hopes whatsoever that the brush will pick this up. I'm just going to basically just place it in the center of my lid. I mean, that's gorgeous. Then what I want to do is actually do a wing liner, but with eyeshadow. I'm going to pick up that gorgeous shade, this one that I really love, this matte dark brownish color. And I'm going to pick it up on an angle brush. This is an Essence eyeliner brush, and I'm just going to do like a regular wing liner. I'm going to start in the outer corner of my eye, maybe a little bit lower than that. Extend it. I would usually wet my brush for this step, but this is so pigmented that it doesn't need that. But expect fallout when you're like getting such a pigmented shade on a dense brush like this. You should expect some fallout on your face. I didn't really get that. That's unexpected. Okay, I'm gonna just get it all the way to the inner corner. I'm also going to do an inner corner wing, but I need to do the rest of my makeup first because I need that concealer there and like highlighter, and after that I'm just going to do the inner wing, inner corner wing. I did experience a little bit of fallout, but it's nothing too crazy. That's why I did my eyes first, because I knew I was going for a very intense look, and with very intense looks in general you kind of expect fallout to happen. Anyways, I'm going to do my face off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, my face is done. It's time for me to do my lower lash line. I'll pick up this shade that I used to do the liner. I'm just going to use the same brush. This is pretty precise and I can really go into this lower lash line here. I'm trying to keep the shadow tighter, like closer to my lash line, because I usually go like all the way down. And I am going to pick up my shade, this one right here, but I do need a detail brush for this, so I'll pick that on a tiny detail brush. This one, something like this, again something that will look similar to a lip brush. And that gorgeous metallic shade is going to go like this, like right here. I think I'll mix these two shades that I used in my crease. Really dusting out the excess from the brush. I don't want a lot of shadow to go here, but I do need something to blend. I think I went pretty low again, but hey. I'm going to pick up the Morphe 506, because I really want this to be very diffused. For my waterline, I'm just going to apply this Sephora Collection pencil in the shade Tiramisu. And there's one more thing that I want to add to this look, and that's an inner corner wing, like I mentioned earlier. I'm going to pick up this brush, the one that I used to apply the dark shadow in my crease. Remember that in the beginning? I'm going to pick up this dark brown that I used to do the liner. That is gonna go right here. And this is the look all complete. About this palette, I think you know by now. I'm really impressed with the formula. The shimmers though, they don't really work well with the brush. That's I mean, they work, but they're not as vibrant as they are when applied with the finger. But I feel like that's something normal for shimmers in general. The finger application just works brilliant with shimmers. So far, like from the shades that I've tried, I'm so impressed. The pigment is just so strong, visible, however you want to call it. Really love the color scheme. Like if you're a purple person, I think you need this. And it's not really that effortless blendable palette. It's like the usual Anastasia formula. They are so like pigmented, like in your face pigmented, but they are quite trickier to blend than a eyeshadow palette that's not as pigmented, let's say. It's not patchy whatsoever, like, don't get me wrong, but it's not really like very beginner friendly, if you know what I mean. I feel like it's totally worth it. I really love it, and I will for sure be using it over and over again. I really hope you enjoyed today's video and you found it useful, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe again to my channel if you're not subscribed already. I want to thank you so much for watching today's video. I want to thank the girls at Sephora for gifting me this beautiful palette. So grateful. You have a wonderful day, and I hope I'll see you in my next video. Bye!